Tutorials on how I archived the short braids from a long hair.
In order for you to be able to hide the hair under, if you make the part big, you will not be able to hide it for it to be invisible. So therefore, you take a smaller cutting. So the hair you're about to do now is going to be small, like it's going to be a small size braid. This braid you don't rush, if not you will not be able to hide the hair. So this is going to be the size we are going to use for that hairstyle. And our client here says she doesn't want a longer braid. She's going to do the short French curls braid. So her hair is long, but she don't want it to show. She don't want the hair as long as her hair. So therefore we are going to hide her hair now, like making the braids shorter. This is the back part of the hair. We are going to make it 4 parts instead of the normal 3 parts. That's because you want the braid to be small and you want everything light and well hidden. We start our knotless. You take your extension. After taking the first extension, now you want to go ahead now to start hiding it. You take the first hand, bending it equally, like bending it half, not going too small, not going too big, like from the middle, you bend it, adding it to this other hand of the hair, you braid downward. Now you are turned to another hand of hair. You take out your extension so that you can hide it. You see the length in which you hide this first one. You're not supposed to like make it equally. You either make it shorter or longer so that everything doesn't end in the same place. It's going to give it that bug look. It will not give it the natural look. So this part now you're going to make it a bit shorter. Have you seen? Then you bend it again. Now you are trying not to get the whole hand all bent before you start doing your proper braid. You are taking out that extension again. Now you are seeing this one is shorter, this one is longer. So you therefore bring this other hand a bit longer, bending it again, and start braiding. Now you've hidden and bent all the hands of the braid. This is where you start your braids. Now give me extension. Now you want to hide the hair because the extension is a colored extension. You focus on trying to hide the hair now. About that part of not making your hair all in the same length, like bending it to the same length. Now we are almost finishing this other hand. You get, the hand is going now. You are going into another hand. This is a struggling process, so you have to be very strong with it. You know, it will be puffing out. You get, if you are not strong with it, to be puffing out because that thing is bent. It's not like a tip of a straight hair. So you have to like be strong with it. Be strong. You know, it will puff out. Now it is puffed out because I loosed my hand here. You have to lose it back again. Go back. And try braiding it well again. Your hand needs to be strong, as I said. Your hands need to be strong. Being strong doesn't mean you can't hurt yourself. You be very careful, but just be strong, just like you do your normal tight braid. So here I think I've gotten it here. Now this is where it ends. That's because, have you seen? It's giving the normal smaller look it's supposed to give down here because I didn't bend all of them equally. If I had bent all of them equally, it would have given that bug look, making here bigger and making this downside smaller. So now if everything is bent in a different length, this is how it's supposed to give you. So we are done with this particular plait. This is where we end out. If this was attachment, you don't need to stress yourself looking for a super glue to like knot the end of the braid so it doesn't lose. But this is a French curls, and French curls are always slippery. So you have to always knot. Everybody have their knotting technique, but I always knot with my super glue because it's always faster and reliable for me. Thank you.